My name is Joey.
And unfortunately, my name is James. And unfortunately, this is the Brothers Padre.
James, have you ever thought that you made progress in life? Have you ever thought that? You ever
I
thought that,
have,
like,
yes.
you make steps to succeed in life, and you get to a place and you're like, I'll never see that part of me again. You know what I mean? I know it's a pretty personal note, but have you experienced that, James?
I have. I've experienced downs in my life, and I've thought to myself, with good counseling and medication, I would never have to experience this again. And then every once in a while, you turn the corner and somebody kicks you right in the nads. And this weekend has been a nad shot, Joseph.
The San Diego Padres tonight have been no hit by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
The worst team in baseball.
Tyler Gilbert becomes the fourth person in baseball history ever to pitch a no-hitter on his very first start. And yeah, he did it on 4 strikeouts and 3 walks. 100 and some odd pitches against our San Diego Padres.
This is the worst. I had to keep checking to see if this wasn't, 1994. Oh no, 2004. Sorry, 1994 wasn't very good either, but 2004, and it isn't. We're still in the playoff contention, and we were just no hit, and it was a combined no hitter. We didn't even. Man, I don't. Do you feel like you're? What side goes numb during a heart attack? I don't. It's the left side. I don't know. I don't.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it doesn't feel like we're 13 games above 500 right now. Feels like
It feels like we were just beat. It feels like we were just no hit by the worst team in baseball, which means we can't be one of the best teams in baseball. Does it? Does it feel like that? No.
Oh my gosh, James. I don't know. This series has already been pretty bad, obviously. This is the fourth loss in a row, Padres, and it's the third loss in the series. But man, oh man, offense dead, obviously. But like, I mean, what's so crazy about this no hitter is like there is like Manny hit a ball that had an 810 batting average expectancy, so it's like most balls get hit or become hits. Like Padres were hitting the ball hard in the 8th inning. We hit 2 balls to the warning track, and so it's just baseball, man. Like every so often, baseball reminds you how cruel it is and how unbelievably heartbreaking it is. This feels like this feels just as bad as a playoff loss. It feels so bad.
It does. And well, no, I tell you why it feels so bad. Because we know we have 40-something games left to play.
Yeah.
And the problem with that, it's just 50-something games. I think it's 55 games left to play. The problem is our pitching staff is all hurt. Our bullpen, it seems like it's spent.
Now our offense can't get hit, literally.
Now our offense can't get hits. I can't think of a single time where maybe last year when during the playoffs when all of our starters were hurt. This feels like it's not as bad, but feels like it's getting to that point.
Oh my
because
god.
we have no starting pitching. Joe Musgrove today he battled, but he had one really bad inning and he gave up 5 runs. Yesterday, let's just say like yesterday, Blake Snell pitched his 4th or 5th really good start in a row,
Yep.
only giving up 2 runs, and we lost. The day
Yep.
before that, our ace Hugh Darvish got hurt. So our offense, where are they? This is ridiculous. Adam Frazier's leading the league in hits. Really? Huh? He grounded 2 double plays today. Manny Machado hit so many sharp ground balls. The only person that seemed to be doing his job was Tommy Pham. He walked 3 times.
Oh my
My chest hurts, Joe. My chest really hurts, and I don't.
god. Makes you want to stop following baseball. You're like, you know what? I'll take tomorrow off. We'll just
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna go see a movie tomorrow morning, and then I'm gonna come back and watch the game. I don't know, Joseph. I don't know if I'll come back. No, I will come back, but
This is the crazy part: is that this cannot be the end of the season because my goodness, like in some ways, you literally can't go down from here, right? He said,
this this is
right?
the low water mark. This
Yeah.
cannot. This series is the lowest of the lowest we've ever been.
Okay,
I
James.
can't think of anything worse than this.
This. Oh my God, James. This is like this in therapy. You talk about your feelings. You work through your emotions. And this is like the part in therapy where you're like, I'm scratching it. I'm scratching the bit where I'm gonna fall down into tears once I get through this. Because man, oh man,
What a nightmare! What an absolute nightmare! What? Okay, so let's. And the problem is, it's not going to stop here. We still have no idea who's pitching tomorrow.
it's
Craig
gonna be a
Stammen.
bullpen game,
Craig Stammen
whatever
was
that
supposed to
means.
get the start, but he
It'll
pitched
probably be
tonight.
Nabil, Chrismat, and then some hodgepodge of people. James,
I don't
there's
know.
only one thing. I mean, do you have any more thoughts about this? We decided to share with our listeners our befuddlement and our rage and our sadness because we thought you'd commiserate with it, and I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Do you have the song "Hello Darkness, My Old Friend" singing in the background? I just
Hello,
keep
darkness,
this
my old
my old
friend.
friend.
I've come to talk with you again. Oh my god.
It's
Oh
just
my god.
the last 20 minutes. That's the only thing I've been hearing in my head.
This is like this is when people talk about the Padres. This is what they think about. It's like great promise and just destroyed by some awfulness. Oh
All I
my
have to
god.
say is if Manny Machado isn't laying in as team captain to the team right now, somebody has to. Somebody has to start yelling at these guys to snap back into it.
This is
Does
something I will say. This yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
does Chase Taylor need to get a few of these guys in headlocks? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But something needs to happen.
We're 13 games above 500. We still have a talent to be that good of a team, and we're still second wild card. It would have been nice to get an extra game on the Reds today, but we didn't do it. It's just this cannot be how we are going forward. These anemic at bats. It's just my goodness. Like Tommy Pham had great. He walked 3 times. Okay, he's not the one at fault. He made the guy work. And Adam Frazier did what he did, but just right at people. And then it's the guy had only 4 strikeouts. Like this is not some overpowering pitcher. And I know there's a Diamondbacks podcast somewhere where it's like our Joe Musgrove episode where they're crying and they're just like, this is incredible. What a great story. And I'm glad for them, hypothetically, in a in a strictly logical sense. But yeah, I don't feel good about it. I feel pretty bad. And there's only one thing. There's only one thing that needs to save it. You know what needs to save tomorrow, James?
What's that?
Tatis Jr. has to come back from the injury list tomorrow
And just rake.
and just be like, "What are we doing here?" Right? Like this, there has to be some like palate cleanser. Because my goodness, if we tomorrow have another showing like the last 3 days, we could lose tomorrow, but we have to score at least 7 runs. You know what I mean? Like we have to at
Yes,
least.
we have to show something with our batters. I agree.
And my goodness, like we got to turn something around. This is unacceptable, and like we can't have every facet of our game be awful. We can't have our bullpen be tired. We can't have our starting pitching be iffy, and then our offense just not know how to get hits together. I mean, Chase Field we're 1 now for 14 of our last 15 games. It's a torture chamber. It is a meat grinder for Padres.
I don't
The Padres
understand it.
team.
I don't understand why we can't hit in the toaster. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna tell myself some few things tonight to go to bed. Is that the 2018 Red Sox were no hit. The Dodgers have been no hit when they've won the World Series before. Good teams can get no hit and still go on far.
Yes, good teams can get no hit. And if there is ever a time for one of our young starting pitchers to step up and start throwing in the big leagues capability and say, hey, I can do this. This is the time. I.e., Reese Kinnear, start tomorrow and just dominate. Maybe we do see. What was that?
I thought you were going to say the other person.
I was going to say, maybe we do see Mackenzie Gore pitch tomorrow. What's the worst that can happen? We lose?
We haven't done much of that lately.
No, not at all. And I just so yes, this is this
goodness.
this is the low point of the season.
Has to be, or else this is not a good season going forward.
No, this has to be the turning point. This has to be let's the Padres start thinking about what they want in life. You know? I don't know, Joe. I am they have players on their team that are hitting under 100.
No,
and they out hit us.
Joe Musgrove gave a 3-run homer to someone named Ellis. I forgot his first name. No disrespect. He's batting
First
111.
First home run of his career.
Padres get 15 hits to Diamondbacks.
Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh, James. Why do we follow baseball? Why do we do it?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, James.
Well, this has been I'm trying to think of a family friendly. I am so unbelievably just this last 3 games. And the thing is, like, it's not gonna. The Padres have to take it into high gear. The thing is, like, we still had good starts. Joe Musgrove settled down after that first inning.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, he couldn't throw the curveball in the first inning, and then he found it, and that's all he was throwing, and he was getting those Diamondbacks out, and it just. Snell again pitched another great game yesterday, and we couldn't score any runs. And it was just like every. Yeah.
Just how do you go from this? How do you like? Oh my goodness, James.
I don't know, Joseph. I don't know. All I know is this is bad, and the Padres This has to be that moment in this year where the Padres have to ask what they believe. What do you, like that scene from Indiana Jones? Ask yourself, what do you believe? What are you going to do now? All right. No, you have to go through all the perils, get the cup, and save San Diego. That's what they have to do. This is ridiculous. I am so unbelievably upset. I am so mad. And the worst part is everybody I know knows I do a podcast about the Padres, and I can't hang around them this week. They're just gonna look at me like, how's the podcast going? Oh my god. All I have to say though is any smug Dodger fans out there want to throw this at us, all you have to bring up is the Cubs. You were no hit by the Cubs this year. All right, so calm yourselves down. Anyways, Joe, I don't. This has to be the turning point. This can't. If this does not light a fire under our offense, I don't know what will.
I agree. This is it. This is the time for us to ask ourselves questions like, we gotta get on a streak. We gotta start hitting well. We gotta turn something around. Something's gotta happen. Let me check Twitter to see if any roster announcements have been announced, just so that it give us some bits of hope. Oh, cool. Drew Pomeranz is having surgery and he'll be out the rest of the year. Cool.
Yep,
cool.
that's
cool.
definitely
cool.
that's yep.
Cool.
Damn it.
Oh my god. Why did I look at Twitter?
It's a cesspool where nothing good happens.
Oh my gosh. Okay, James. We have to turn this around. Not you and I, San Diego Padres. You're absolutely right. It's our time to ask ourselves who we are. And that's got to get better, right? Things got to get better.
Can't get any worse.
It cannot get any worse. James, until next time, thank you for having this therapy session with me. Thank you for all the listeners. We appreciate your listenership. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. You know where it is. And I hope the next episode is a little more cheery, where we talk about home runs and Padres winning, because that's what we want.
That's what we want.
Until next time, James, go Padres.
Yeah, whatever. Go Padres.